As people read more online, the question increasingly becomes is what happens to printed physical trade magazines? In this screencast, we look at two well-known trade magazines in the United States and their efforts to go online. What you'll see is, and first we'll go to a more traditional magazine, this is STE, is that they take their magazine and they put this in sort of a virtual PDF or a flip book. And so let's Flipboard, and it's essentially a copy of their magazine just digitized, and you can click to go to different articles, but it's pretty much just print in web form. Really nothing much add in terms of activity. Security Management, which is the magazine of As is finally doing a digital edition, pretty much the last of the American publications or American security publications to do so. So the question then becomes is, what's really interesting about their approach? So let's take a look at that. So we'll see here as we go through is that there are different types of ads, and you'll see the ads are interactive, and many of the advertisements, if you mouse over, let's see if we mouse over what will happen. Let's see here. Let's go forward to different advertisements. Okay, you'll see here, for instance, with Honeywell, you'll see that you can click to press play, and it'll start playing an embedded video. So this is definitely new for the security market about embedding video, and it's certainly even for us, it makes advertisements something we tend not to enjoy reading to at least be a little bit more informative because you can get some more color. But you'll see that it's not simply the advertisements, though certainly advertisement after advertisement takes advantage of the greater interactivity. But in addition, you'll see that there are polls built in, which I think is useful. Let's see if people are responding. Okay, there are 128 responses, so that's a really interesting element in terms of the interactivity of the magazine. There are slideshows built in, which I think is also a nice feature. Probably the most interesting feature on the editorial side is that they're embedding videos as well in terms of their articles. Members of the ASAS International CSO Roundtable. And I think basically here, let's see if it's basically... Here we go. One of the most important things you can do as a security professional, when it is a power of one, you only have 40 or 50 contacts. So instead of just reading the magazine, you can actually see the videos embedded. And this goes throughout. Here's another video from a vendor. And then there's video and audio built in. Here's a video on the Coast Guard. So I think this is quite interesting, right? Much more interesting. Get this to play. So it's a little bit more like a slideshow, but still more interesting to sort of watch images about the Coast Guard than to simply read about it. So all in all, a very impressive effort from Security Management. Clearly a lot better than the traditional approach that STE, Security Products, and most of the other traditional magazines do, which is just to dumbly take their existing content from their printed magazine and just throw it up on the web. So all in all, when we look at something like Security Management, we think this is much more likely an example of how security trade magazines will evolve online by providing richer content, primarily we would suspect on the advertisement side, but also on the editorial side. Thank you.